Welcome to Western Wisconsin Journal. This is the art segment, and I'm Bobbi Pominville. And today I'm promoting something I've been to already long ago when it was at the church. But I definitely want to be one of the promoters for the Hudson Hometown Music Fest. And my guests today are members of the committee. They know all the answers. And I have the questions, but I want to say their names for you quickly and just so you have an idea who they are. And I'm going by order of the questions. So Wanda is here, Melissa, Monet, Michelle, and that's it. But you know what? I have to make a tribute to Evie Nerbone because she is the one that suggested this. She wrote up the questions for me and she wrote up the answers. And I'm sure this panel is going to be so talented they can embellish a little bit. But anyway, let's talk about that. It's coming up on September 10th. So I'm going to ask the first question. Wanda, please give us an overview of this popular community festival.
Well, the Hudson Hometown Music Fest is in its 7th year. We started back in 2015. We started at our church that we used to belong to, and we replaced the fall festival that was happening there. So we just wanted to throw together some music, some food, maybe some drinks, and the kids area, and just see what happened. And the first year we had about 400 people in attendance, and after that it kept growing a little bit. Like 500, just like the church is a smaller area, so it didn't hold a lot of people. But and then we started off with a silent auction and a wine, and I think we added the wine pull later. But the silent auction was first. The first amount we gave, I believe, was in the $900 range, and then every year we've grown since then. Last year we gave 62. I think it was $100.
Well, you're taking away all my answers, but okay. Yes.
But yes, so it's grown over the years. We have since left the church, and we are now having the music fest down at the band shell in Lakefront Park in Hudson. We had it last year, and we had about 2,000 people come through the gates. And so it's been a success so far. We've added some things, and Melissa will talk about that too. But yeah, we have different bands, food vendors, spirits to drink, a children's area, auction, wine pull. Yep, and we are hosted by the Hudson Lions Club. So we've joined with them.
Yes, and you went down to a few of the other answers, but that's okay. We're going to go through.
Sorry.
It's okay. I just want to be sure we mention the Hudson Lions Club again because they're partnering with you. And yes. I don't think we gave the hours. Could you?
Yeah, the hours are from 12 noon to 11 p.m. on Saturday, September 10th.
Okay, very good. Now, we covered a little bit of this, but this question goes to Wanda again. So let's see what you didn't answer yet.
Okay.
How does the Music Fest partner with the Hudson Lions Club?
Well, they are our hosts, so we are under them because they really have a big name in the community, and we really respect and appreciate them for taking us under their wing and helping us along. We need that, it's helpful to have insurance and all of that kind of stuff that we need to put on an event in a safe way. We've had a lot of the Hudson Lions join our committee, and some of our committee members from the Music Fest have also joined the Hudson Lions. So we're kind of becoming an all-in-one entity, which is really kind of nice.
So I really am impressed with that because if they took on this type of a music fest, they really want to help you and they want it to grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when you said the event grew over the years, well, what about Lakefront? How many years have you been there and how big is the audience?
We just did our first year down there last year because 2020, the whole world shut down. So we did not have a music fest in 2020. We just was our first year down there last year. And yeah, we estimated about 2,000 people walking through the door down at the church. I think the most we had was maybe 550. So yeah, it's grown quite a bit. And I think that helps too, being down at the lakefront. We're more visible down there too, and there's more space.
Yes, that is an important thing that you got to a bigger place because it was way too crowded at the church, I remember. Well, yeah, wonderful. Okay, I think we covered that. Now I can go to Melissa or Wanda for this question. It's all about the music. Please share the 2022 lineup schedule and tell us a little about the bands.
Sure, I'll give the names and then Wanda can, I think, elaborate a little bit more. So we've got Goodbye Sun. We've got The Fourth Degree. We've got Boondoggle, who actually partnered, and I think they helped us start the music fest, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have the Alex Zackary Band. The next one is Hellkat. And then the closer we have is FireWater Gospel Choir. And I've heard those, guys, and that band is a great closer. They're very, very good.
That's the one I want to ask you about. Because I was a vocal music teacher. Gospel choirs are so inspiring. And, they could just about get everybody clapping or dancing or enjoying, and smiling. So can you tell me anything about that group? Have they been there before? Or is this a new one?
I believe this is a new one. I don't think we've had them before. And I don't believe it's your traditional gospel choir. That's just their name. They're a band. So we just want to elaborate on that, which they just, they play, I believe, all genres of music, and Wanda can elaborate on that.
Oh.
Yes, they play a lot of music. They have a big following in Hudson. They played at Booster Days. They've played down at Hop and Barrel. They've played at other wineries and distilleries around the area. So yeah, they have a really good following. So they're going to be our closer.
Wow. All genres. Well, that surprises me. Do they play gospel too?
Not really. They kind of turn certain songs into like a hallelujah type of thing, and they play with that, and it's quite fun. Yeah.
Well, that's really interesting. I was surprised to hear your answer there, but I'm sure
you can come down to the music fest and check them out for yourself too. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Now, is this the order you gave? Is that the schedule? No,
I'm not sure. Wanda can elaborate.
So first is Fourth Degree. They'll start at noon. And then after that, they play till 1:30. And then 1:45 to 2:45 is the Alex Zackary Band. And then 3 to 4:30 is Boondoggle. 4:45 to 6:15 is Goodbye Sun. 6:30 to 8 is Hellkat. And then 8:15 to 11:30 is going to be the FireWater Gospel Choir.
Well, that's very helpful because, we have an audience and it goes beyond Hudson. And I thought somebody would be really interested in knowing that schedule.
Yeah, and we'll have the schedules and times on our posters that are being created right now, and then that'll be on the Facebook page as well.
Very good. Thank you. We'll get to that a little bit later, the Facebook page. Okay, now I'm going to call on Monet. What are the most popular family-friendly activities?
Well, they're all awesome. So it is whatever suits your fancy, I guess, but we'll have all kinds of different things that'll be happening. The one thing I do want to mention is the kids area is open from 12 to 7. And I want to mention that because the entire event goes later than that. But of course, little kiddos, they won't be out late at night. But we'll have all kinds of different things. We've got hula hoops, ring toss. We've got a duck dive where they get the little duckies in the pool. There's a dunk tank, which is always a hit. That's going to be really fun. And then very popular is the and then new this year is we actually have a juggling magician who will be going around the kids area from 2:30 to 5:30 and doing just little things throughout. So you'll just want to stop in and see what he'll be able to offer. And then there'll also be a coloring competition. So they'll want to have the kids go, we'll have a picture for them to color, and then we'll see who gets voted on the winner for that one, which will be very fun.
Oh, the kids. That's wonderful that you included so many things for them.
Oh, yes. Got to keep them busy.
All right.
Fun at the same time.
I haven't talked yet to Michelle, and she gets to tell me about the food.
Yeah, so we're going to have multiple food trucks there for purchase. Some of the great foods that we're going to be having is Consuming Fire Artisan Wood-Fired Pizza, Big Guy's Barbecue, which is local, La Maria Tacos, the Egg Roll Queen, Kona Ice, and Hoppy's Mini Donuts. So you can come for meals, you can come for snacks, you can kind of come for whatever.
Sounds good. And you know what? I perked up when I saw the mini donuts.
Right?
I do like those.
You will smell them coming down the road. So
That's the deal. Once you smell them, you're lost. You have to go. Okay, thanks. That was really fun to hear. Wanda or Michelle, I'm not sure, but or we can take turns. The question is, how about beverages? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. I was going to ask the question, how about the beverages? I think I'm back to Michelle, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
well, we're going to have alcohol for purchase. Wanda probably knows the better list of the different options. We're going to have quite a few this year, a couple more new ones that have come in. So I'll let Wanda tell us what trains we have.
Oh goodness, it's almost like what won't we have? I think there's like 7 different varieties between the beers and the seltzers, and then there'll be some canned wine as well. So I can't really remember like all of the names, but if you can't find a beverage,
you don't have to tell me all
like,
that.
Yeah.
I see
we
you
have
got
like the national.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
We have like the national beers, and then we'll have a lot of local beers from local breweries and stuff.
Something for everybody. Very good. Nice variety. Thank you. May I talk to Melissa again? I think she's been on. Highlight of the day is the silent auction and wine pull. What's going to be featured this year, and who will benefit from the fundraising?
Yes. So just like Monet's area, our silent auction is going to be run from 12 to 7. The benefit, a little bit of history, like Wanda was saying, we started the silent auction in the 2nd year of the Music Fest, and we were able to donate about $800 to the food shelf. And then the next year, we donated $2,200 to our neighbor's place. And the 3rd year, we went with Onyx House, which is a sober living facility, and we were able to bump it up and donate to, and that was about $4,100. And then, as Wanda stated, last year was Gigi's Playhouse. That's an achievement, and what is that? Down Syndrome Achievement Center. Yes, and we were able to donate about $6,100. So this year we're going with BACA, which is Bikers Against Child Abuse. And so I'm hoping to raise at least $8,000 between the wine pull and the silent auction. And so far, we've got a Packers football, a Vikings helmet, a free night stay from the Holiday Inn Express. We've got a cooler and a stainless steel bowl set donated by Excel Energy. We've got a charcuterie, I've never said that name right, gift card from That Girl Bree. Thunder Country, who is also does our advertising, they have donated about $200 worth of Mall of America gift cards. We've got Quick Trip, we've got Lavender and Times, Integrity Cleaners, North Star Chiropractic. We've just local people, Angie Bond, who's from River Falls, she's donated a couple of baskets. So it's really nice that the community just really gets together. And this is, it's such a nice problem to have, but so many people now contact us and want to donate. So it's a really, really wonderful thing, because 100% of the proceeds from this silent auction is going towards BACA. And when they shared with us their story about why they wanted to be because like I said, we had a great problem we had two nonprofits who wanted to receive the donations from the silent auction. So we had them come speak. So now we have one for next year. But when BACA shared their story, $6,000 will pretty much fund them for a year with what they have. So I am hoping to at least do that or double it. It would be great to be able to fund this organization whose work is so important for children to feel safe.
Yes.
And their stories are wonderful. They're touching. They're going to have a bike there. They're going to have a booth there at the same time as the silent auction is being held from 12 to 7 to answer any questions. They volunteer throughout the other areas of the music fest. So they're going to have a big presence. So it's a very worthy cause, and it's a lot of fun, and you get to eat great food and drink good beer and wine and seltzers.
Yep.
Yeah,
And water.
And water. Yep, absolutely.
that's important, especially if it's
Some people
90
don't like to drink.
Yeah, but we are still in the process of reaching out to local businesses and collecting donations. Jonesy's Bar and Grill is a great local place, and they always donate. So that's another place that has donated a lot.
Okay, I don't have the list, so I'm just looking at it.
I got the
There's a
list in
few
front of me of
places
everybody
like
who's donated
banks
so
and
far.
that, but we'll go there in a little bit. But I want to make sure the audience heard her. The BACA is Bikers Against Child Abuse.
That is
Now,
correct.
what a timely and wonderful thing that they gathered, formed a group. And boy, that I would really support that. I've never heard of it before.
Well, what they do is they promote with the child, they promote improved self-confidence, diminish regressive behavior. They increase their feeling of safety.
Mhm.
They empower the children to testify if they need to testify against their abuser. They have better communication. They reduce the feeling of guilt. So every child is assigned a person from BACA. They have their individual. And one of the stories they were telling us is they get their cut, because they're bikers. So they get a road name, they get their cut. And they feel part of a family. They feel safe, each one with the parents' permission. And if or with their guardian's permission or parent, either one. And if the child wants to, they get to go on the back of a motorcycle and go for a ride, just, a little ride around. So they really, they're really, really a great organization.
Yes, I do think that would work really well with children. So thank you for that, gals. I'm really glad that you're giving to that group.
Yes.
All right, moving on. We got more questions. Monet, if you're attending, what should you bring? What should you need? What do you think?
Well, it also depends on the weather, but we're hoping for clear skies. But we always say sunscreen, you want a hat, make sure that you're staying hydrated. Like we said, we'll have drinks there, but we'll have waters there and such. You want to make sure that a chair would be nice. And of course, I'm always thinking of the kiddos because that's going to be my section, but hand sanitizers, wipes, something to maybe a stroller to walk around with them in. That'll be helpful too. But you just want to be cognizant of the heat. So protect yourself from that. Sunscreen's
Yes.
a big one.
Did you mention sunscreen?
Yes.
Oh, you did. Well, then I missed it.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
It cut out.
I just know how easy it is to get burned at those events. And you
Yes.
don't think about it when you're there. You're having such a good time. Well, thank you. Okay, now the next one, Michelle. Okay. We did talk about some of the sponsors, and you have community partners and sponsors. And again, it's hosted by the Lions Club. Can you tell us any other sponsors we missed?
Yeah,
Do you have that
I
list?
yes, I definitely have a list here. So
Good.
it's open. We really reach out to a lot of the local businesses around the area. And so we have for multiple sponsorship levels, and we are still accepting more sponsors if anybody out there is interested. Our sponsors are this year so far, Wisconsin Credit Union, Midwest One Bank, Willow River Company, First National Community Bank, First State Bank and Trust, Bob and Steve's, Fleet Farm, GS Land Solutions, Luther Hudson Chevrolet, and Luther Hudson Chrysler, Nordic Builders, O'Connell Funeral Home, Willow River Law, and Veen's Body and Paint. And like I said, we are still accepting more sponsors. So if anybody out there wants to be a part of this great event, it's our sponsors that help keep us going every year. So we definitely would appreciate anyone. And they can reach us through the information. We'll give it a little bit later through Facebook and our website.
Well, I
Or
hope that somebody would, call you or let you know today. Well, probably email or website contact. But I think that is just a fabulous list. And several of those are people I deal with, people I go to. And I don't know all of them, but I'm certainly interested in learning to know what some of these people are and what they are doing. But I have to tell you, that list really impressed me. So good for you. You've got wonderful sponsors. And I think we came to the last question, but we might have to see if we forgot anything, Let's see, this is for Wanda or Monet, according to my list. What is the website and Facebook page for detailed information?
So the Facebook page is Hudson Hometown Music Fest. The email, I get a lot of messages on there. Actually, I don't really get a lot of emails. If I do, it's my personal email that's hooked up to that. So it's wandaburnley@aol.com. But mostly I've been getting messages on the Facebook page.
Okay.
And yeah, and then my personal phone number is also attached to that. So people call and yeah.
Very good.
We're not big enough to have a phone number for business yet.
Okay. So that's all they need to know. Would you just repeat that?
Sure. The Hudson Hometown Music Fest is the Facebook page. You can send messages on there. And then the email address is wandaburnley@aol.com. And
perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent. I hope you do get some contacts from this.
Well, we've been getting messages. People want to sing at our music fest.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's so neat.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if we forgot anything. I according to my list, oh my gosh, Evie did the most wonderful job here.
Yeah,
I
I
just
would like to
love
add
that.
something if I could.
Pardon me?
I
Yes,
would like to
please.
add something if I could. It has to do with being contacted through our page. So as you can see, there's a lot going on, and that it does take a lot to make it happen that day of. So we're always looking for volunteers to help out. And in fact, on our page, we have it where you can do a volunteer sign up, and you can kind of pick and choose which section that you like to volunteer at.
Right.
And any little bit helps, but we love it because as Melissa was talking about, BACA is an amazing organization. They really pull at your heartstrings. I just want to add, when they gave their presentation, I did happen to be about 8 months pregnant. So that kind of also was like, oh my God, listening to all the amazing
Yeah, that's really important. As a
things that
teacher,
they do for children, that they take fingerprints and hair samples. And I know that initially you kind of wonder what that's about, but if something, heaven forbid, were to happen to your child, oftentimes we don't have those things on file because they're so little. So that would just go on to help the police locate the child faster. So they'll have that set up, but they're going to be there to help us, and we're going to be there, and some members from the Hudson Lions Club, but we're always looking for volunteers and would absolutely love if people would just pop on by and help us out.
very
And
good.
So if I can just speak on that for just a second.
Yes, go
Thank
ahead.
you for bringing that up, Monet. Yeah, so we have the link on to, it's a sign up, we do it through Sign Up Genius.
That's what I was gonna say.
And yeah, so we do that. We have that link on the Facebook page, and then it's also on the Hudson Lions page. It's boosted on there as well. I also wanted to mention that the Hudson Lions, they will have their tent set up at the Music Fest. That's where the volunteers report to. And they're also going to be doing, I can't remember the time right now, but they're going to be doing free eye screening, the Lions are, during the Music Fest.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, so I wanted to mention that before I forgot.
Okay.
And we'll put the times on our Facebook page.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's from like 12 to 2, or it's just a couple of hours, but yeah, they're going to be there doing that. So
Yes, and it'll be wonderful when you get your posters out,
Mhm.
because then you've got something visual that people can look at. And I always look at those things. But
Yep.
anyway, I do want you to send a poster to Nate at this studio.
sure.
So because he'll put it on with the interview.
Yeah,
When they
okay.
edit this, hopefully they take out my mistakes, but whatever. And then they will put that up. And if there's any other pictures, I suppose we could put them up too. So think about that. Okay.
Sure, and I just wanted to add, for anybody who wants to donate for a silent auction, I'm not sure if my information is up there, but Wanda could
I
forward
can
it
put it
on,
up there.
or my email is mh9904@gmail.com.
Okay.
Or if you want to get
Anybody-
some wine, if you have wine in your basement, you're not drinking it, we'll take it.
Absolutely.
Well, that's a great thing. You just gave that out, and I'm sure people can, replay or see it again. But this will play at least 4 times a week, maybe even 5. And
Oh,
I think depending on when people want to watch it, it's in the early morning or it's on the weekend, Fridays and Sundays. And so it's very visible, and it's during different times. So let's hope we get a good audience. And I hope you get a lot of volunteers. I'm going to consider it. I'll kind of check the weather first.
You'd
But
be perfect for the dunk tank.
oh no, I can't. I can't do that because of my hair.
Oh, yeah.
I always like to watch other people get dunked.
Yes. No, there's
But-
lots of stuff to do.
All right. You guys must have a lot of fun at your committee meetings
We do.
because you're great to talk to. And you did just a wonderful time today doing the interview. So I thank all of you so much.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. We
Absolutely.
thank Evie.
You're
Yeah.
very welcome. And once again, I'm going to say I have to thank Evie because she emailed Nate and I, and we got into it and we decided, and I knew I was going to support this because it's wonderful. Not only that, but it's got music, one of my favorite things. And I do like all these other things for the children and so on. So Anyway, thank you for being on the show today, all of you.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank
You're very welcome. And I'm just going to say to the audience, thank you for watching. I hope you will get involved, and I hope you'll attend this music fest on September 10th. And you could check it out on those different sites that we named. But if you have any questions, you also could email me at the studio. So thank you again for watching today.